Okay, so now that we've quantified the data, SAFA still allows you to do some manipulation of the data in a rather visual way, which is nice if you want to normalize it. So if you go here under Visualize Data, you can see that you can choose Normalization or Color Plot. And what this is going to do is it's going to extract the data you just did, that you just quantified, and make a color plot of it, okay? So again, it starts at nucleotide 134 all the way up to nucleotide about 200, the 67 nucleotides. And here are the 20 or so, or here are exactly the 20 lanes that we did. So you can see that there are several options here. So for example, the thing I usually do when I'm quantifying data, first of all, is I'm going to remove the T1 ladders because those aren't really, the T1 ladders lanes because those aren't very important. So I'm going to go ahead and hit D. I mouse over it and hit D, and now it's been removed. I'm going to remove this one as well. And then also there was a central line, which is a central lane, which was lane 11, which is a background lane, which is this guy right here. I'm going to remove that one as well. And so now I can do, for example, different procedures for normalization. One of them is invariant residue normalization. And for that, I'm going to type T. And when I do T, you can see that the data is renormalized. And now you can definitely see that there are areas of protection coming in. This is a titration. And so once I'm done with that, I can hit Z. And then I can go ahead and say Save Data. And here it can ask you, do you want to change the rows and columns in text? It depends if you're using Excel or ColorGraph. In this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And I'm going to call it data.text.norm.text, which is fine. And in this particular case, now I'll have a text file with the normalized data. So using this normalization tool, you can now get normalized data, which will be really useful if you don't want to do the normalization yourself in Excel as well. So basically, click on T. So with that, that pretty much concludes the basic uses of SAFA. I'll just also point out that there is a way to plot this data now onto secondary structure. So you could pick a lane and then plot it onto a secondary structure. And but here you'd have to actually draw a secondary structure and do other picks as well. But that's for another tutorial. Thank you, and bye-bye.